Good evening, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. Hello, welcome. Thanks everyone for joining. Hopefully you can hear some lovely music in the background. It's not coming from me. I'm joined this evening. Thanks for joining. Just a quick introduction first. My name's Ed. Hello, welcome. This is Daily Cast, your daily Netrunner scoops news stream on Twitter every day, 9 p.m. GMT. Join me. Very special guest this evening, all the way from my second home in Canada. I'm joined by Brandon. Brandon, aka the King. Hello, my friend. Hello.
I'm good. Thanks for having me. This is great.
Yeah, absolute pleasure, as always, to talk to you. I always enjoy spending some time with you, talking over the Netrunner world.
You as well.
Brandon, good evening. Sorry, everyone on the stream. We've got quite a lot of people on the stream this evening. We're getting up to yesterday's numbers. Thanks everyone for joining. Welcome Alex Vorburn, Jessica. Welcome Zeroth Maxima. ANR Link Ping, hello, hello. Boram Wu, hello. Jen Hammy, good evening, Jen. Spray Bizzle, good evening. Lots of people joining, lots of people in the chat. Make sure you get talking. Dunch97, hello, hello. Right, Brandon, you're telling me that you haven't seen the news over the last couple of days. And when I'm talking the news, I'm not talking Canadian Politics Corner. I'm talking Nisei Scoops.
I have not. I haven't really.
You have not?
I've been out of the loop.
Oh man. There's lots to catch up on. You're going to enjoy some of the rules stuff. Good evening, Post-Internet Syndrome. Good evening, SCD. So, Brandon, are you right dropping the music a little bit? Or is that me? Is it me? Am I playing music?
I think you're playing music.
Nice.
I don't have any music.
It was me? I thought it was your music. What a great start. Tunes going in the background. Metric. Very nice. This is going to get banned on YouTube straight away. Censor. Ban. Right. Let's not play Taylor Swift. So yesterday,
someone's having a party.
Man, yeah, it was me. Apparently, I didn't even realise it was you. Ain't grime, so it's not Brandon. Brandon, are you a grime fan?
Absolutely.
Oh, are you? I have to talk about that after the stream.
It's 140 BPM or bust. Let's go.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon, yesterday the first scoop was announced. We got a Shaper console for those of you that didn't join yesterday. Shaper console, 2 credits, named Pantograph, 1 MU. Whenever an agenda is scored or stolen, gain 1 credit. Then you may install 1 card from your grip. Limit 1 console. Brandon, quick thoughts before we move on to today's stuff.
Wow.
Whenever an agenda is scored or stolen, game 1.
I mean, I guess 1 MU, always nice. It's cheap.
Sure.
I mean, I don't know. It's one of those things. How many copies do you play?
Sure.
Like, if you don't get it early, is it really,
Yeah.
So, I mean, maybe, when the rest of the cards are revealed, maybe there's something that goes with it or whatever. But in a vacuum, yeah. I'll give it a C.
A C? Wow, I was more enthusiastic about it last night.
I'm sorry, I don't want to crush it.
No, man, Brandon, honestly, no, it's fine. It's nice to be enthusiastic.
I mean,
about
let's just compare it to the other 5 consoles that Anarch has.
It's Shaper. It's Shaper, man. Shaper's got no consoles. It's got Anacam. Koga, good evening. Shall we move on to today's stuff? We have had a rules document. Now, I'm going to skip to the tasty stuff. I hope everyone's had a chance. Check out Nisei.net. Nisei.net, obviously, the home of scoops over the next 4 weeks. But we've had some new rules, and I'm just going to really bullet point this. We've got 2 new terms. We've got breach, and we've got interface.
Hey.
Good evening, Vale. My quick take on this is I like breach, and I don't like interface. particularly, but I kind of get it. So really quickly, just to tell you, Brandon, breaching. So it says consider Omikar Turtle. Whenever you expose a card or access cards and do not steal or trash any of them, place 1 virus counter. What happens when you run an empty archives? Do you get a virus counter? Do you know the answer, Brandon?
I'm gonna go with no.
The correct answer, I believe, is yes.
Really?
And that's why they've introduced the word breach. They've introduced the word breach. What happens? The run is declared successful, and then you breach the server. So it would now be run archives if successful. If you breach, get a token. When you expose a card or breach a server and do not steal or trash anything, place 1 virus counter on this program. It's just really a cleanup. It's a cleanup. So,
Turtle?
examples: Turtle, you get a virus counter.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Do you see?
Turtle text.
Yeah,
I just call it turtle text.
Yeah, exactly. So for a new player, I think this is super new player friendly. Good evening, Man vs. Uppity. You haven't missed very much. No, we've just been talking about Brandon's love of grime. So we then got our first few system update cards. So legwork is staying, Brandon. 1 sentence: happy legwork staying, sad legwork staying.
Staple. Yeah.
Staple. It's a staple. It's a fun card. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Cool.
Good.
The Maker's Eye is staying.
Same
thoughts.
Same thing.
Absolutely. So again, now, so run R&D. If successful, access 2 additional cards when you breach R&D. Is the new text on Maker's Eye.
Breach.
Do you see? When you breach R&D? Yeah. So you have successful run and then you breach. With Doof, it would be if the run's successful, instead of breaching, lose 5, gain 5.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
You breach when it's successful.
So after
So
successful,
you're still...
yeah.
So okay, so breaching is not successful, and successful is not breach.
Well, after successful, you then get the breach.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Fair.
Do you see? Toll, good evening, Thalassin. Breaker Bay now
I'm
works
not-
on a central. Big news. Yeah, we'll get to that.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I was saving the spicy stuff.
Hold up. Wait.
Let's stick with breach for the moment. Security testing. Security testing staying. Security testing, by the way, has got awesome art, Brandon. Really, really cool. Shout out to Krembler for that. That's my favourite art I've seen so far, I think. Yeah.
I bet it does.
Yeah, I know. So security testing, what's your thoughts? So here's a nice example. You've got the first time this turn you make a successful run on the chosen server, instead of breaching, gain 2.
Free to Mujid?
Man, it makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It makes sense. Yeah. I like breach. I think it's nice, it's clean. And Brandon, we got a new card. In System Gateway.
Ooh.
Neutral event, subtype run, 0 credits, jailbreak. Jailbreak. You got a nice picture here. You've got someone who's like kind of Thai style boxing, kickboxing, someone in the face, like there's a security guard there. There's kind of their electric baton going everywhere. You got a bit of a wasteland in the background, maybe like a prison break type situation going on. It's really cool. It's very, very cool. And then the card, 0 cost, jailbreak. Run HQ or R&D. If successful, draw 1 card. When you breach the attacked server, access 1 additional card.
Oh. Okay.
0 cost run event. Run HQ or R&D. If successful, draw 1 card. When you breach the attacked server, access 1 additional card.
I like it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ilks Vorben in the chat saying Jailbreak's so good for new players in terms of rewarding runs and looking cool. That's a great shout.
For sure. Definitely.
Yeah.
Let me see those cards.
Jailbreak, I think, sounds good in Adam, right? It's no influence. You're already accessing 2 cards in HQ. Now you're accessing 3.
Yeah, very rude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stay very rude indeed.
Yeah. Very rude. So I think it's a cool card. It's a cool card for a beginner set. And we've got a nice bit of flavor text here. We'll take the access codes from their own price deck. Privilege escalation through local application of force.
Damn.
And that's from a character called the Catalyst. Yesterday we had Zeroth Maximus saying, great acting, Brandon, pretending you haven't play tested these for months. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows who's a playtester?
That's so rude. Like, just trying to out me, but like, to be honest, I came in very late on Gateway, so
yeah,
like maybe I have, but like
it's worth noting as well. A lot of the cards have changed their names and like the wording of the text and stuff. So if you were a playtester and you knew about these things,
it's possible if you go away for a while that
yeah. Right, the second one, I don't want to talk about it too much. I'm just going to give you a little rundown.
Okay.
I don't want to be too. I find it a little confusing. I understand the reasoning, but
right.
Interface, right?
Yes.
An icebreaker can only interact with ice that has strength equal to or lower than the breakers. Yeah?
Yeah.
So, example, you have to be at whatever strength, to 5 strength to break an Nancy. Yeah?
Was that, like, confusing for people?
Well, the problem is you've got some edge case examples, right? Worm.
Okay.
Worm, 1 credit. The ice you're encountering gets -1 strength for the remainder of the encounter. Do you need to be up to strength to use Worm?
-1 strength.
Or Abigail, trash, bypass the code gate currently being encountered.
Right, but that's like an ability.
Yes.
No, I didn't think it was.
I agree.
Like, self-explanatory. But...
Yes. I kind of understand why, and I think it's useful for the future. Maybe. And I think it's worth noting that me and you are not new to the game. And there's people here that are new to the game. But the idea is interface is an ability, as you said. So Abigail, you got it right. Interface, you break a code gate subroutine and then separately bypass the code gate. You don't have to be at strength to bypass it. To interface with it, to break the code gate subroutines, you do be at strength first.
I still feel like if I was new and I was reading that, I would still just have to go to someone and be like, "Can you explain this to me?"
Yeah.
Like, so I don't know. The jury's out on that one.
I think the jury's out on it. We've also had, in case you didn't get the hint there, Abigail is back in the game, or is staying in the game, which is very, very good. There was a point where it might not have been. And Gordian Blade.
Just because they're classics?
I think Abigail's an interesting. Weevil, good evening. Hot Rules chat. Yeah. Tune in for Ed's Hot Rules chat. Abigail, I think it's interesting and different to other breakers, and I think it's not bad. It's actually quite okay, and it's got an interesting ability. And sometimes it can like save the day. And real talk, I don't think there's a case where you're running it at the moment over Ngolo or over Cephalopod. Thanks for joining.
Wait. I have to interject.
Right. Just first of all, this article's by Cephalopod's Wizard. Great article. Really explains everything well. Justin, thanks very much for that. And thanks for joining the stream as well. Sorry, you were going to say something controversial. Orbital Tangent, good evening.
Yeah, I'm just going to say, like, the best Geist in the world, sort of did what you said it shouldn't do. Just saying.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Jessica in the chat, Abniel's great. Love Abniel. It gives more options if Amina and or Ngolo were banned in the future. I think that's a fair point as well, with the talk of a reduction on the strength of icebreakers and on the strength of ice moving forward. It's playable. We're not talking pipeline here, are we? The card's not that bad. It's fine. It's got an interesting thing that happens, Brandon, you're allowed to disagree with me. Should we move on? Gordian Blade as well is staying in system update. Staple, isn't it?
I mean, I don't know when the last time I've seen Gordian Blade, so fine.
Yeah.
It's good for starting. So
yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So there is one card that's affected by the next rule. I'll try and build up the hype for you a little bit, Brandon. The next rule is expanding routes. So all servers now have a route, and the route is where you install assets, agendas, and upgrades. Cards are no longer in a remote server. Cards are now installed in the root of a remote server.
Wait. What? Hold on. Does that mean what I think it means?
What do you think it means?
Well, keep reading.
Roots work in the same way for centrals as before. You may install upgrades in the roots of central servers, but not assets or agendas. In a server now exclusively refers to cards in central servers. Corpse, hand, deck, and discard pile. In the roots of a server, still exclusively refers to installed cards. There's only one card in System Update 2021 that uses the new roots terminology, but I think it's one you'll be excited about. One you'll be excited to see in the game again. It's Sansan City Grid. Oh, we just lost you for a second as you were getting hyped there. Sansan.
I'm here.
Fight, good evening, thanks for joining. What do you think? So okay, right. I built the hype a little bit there, right? I've heard mixed things about Sansan staying in. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it fine? I mean, it's a classic Netrunner card, right?
What do you think of it, Ed?
I think it's very expensive to res. I think 6 credits. I think 6 credits is a lot. It's saying Grin. Jeff saying just need a few more 3/2s to make it good.
I would say, like, I think personally, I think Sansan's perfect. A+.
A+.
An A+. Yeah.
Okay.
It's something that the runner has to go. Like, it just immediately, has impact. It's one of those do I trash, do I not trash cards.
For sure.
Its res cost is perfect. Like, it helps you win the game. Like, it's just perfect. It's just perfect. It's good. I'm glad it's back.
I'm glad you're excited about it. Yeah. And it's got new flavor text, which I'd noticed just before I went on stream, which I absolutely love. Sansan City Grid. The coast is open for business. I think that's very cool, personally. Just a little change on Bioroids. So Bioroids, where you can click through them now, it changes slightly. So now it's just to formalise some break abilities. It's now written as lose a click, break one subroutine, rather than click, break a subroutine.
Got it.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
it's a small functional change. I kind
It makes it
of
more
I like this one.
self-explanatory.
I think it's
Yeah.
very self-explanatory. I kind of like this one, and
Mhm.
an interesting choice of card here, right? So we find Ravana 1.0 in System Update.
Ah.
I'm not going to lie, I haven't seen this card very often.
You haven't been playing Architects of Tomorrow?
Not a lot, no. It's not really my jam, mate. It goes the wrong way. It goes that way, not that way.
Yeah, shout outs to
Yeah.
Architects.
Yeah. So in the chat, suggestions. So if Maximus saying the art on this is great. Yeah, Ravana's a really neat card. It is a lovely card. For those of you that don't know it, lose a click, break one subroutine on this ice, and then subroutine, resolve one subroutine on another Bioroid, subroutine, resolve another subroutine on the Bioroid. Are we going to see next design? Probably not. No chat. Are we going to see Stronger Together, do you think? Are we going to see Architects of Tomorrow? I wonder. And finally, we've got Quetzal. So a little explanation on this one. Quetzal now is 0 credits, break one barrier subroutine, use this ability only once per turn.
Okay.
So it acts like a paid ability. Obviously, it's not interfacing because it couldn't ever meet strength.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And then Quetzal. Yeah, I kind of like Quetzal, man. I kind of like this. Orbital Tangent saying, I can tell you it's not Stronger Together. No, ew, no, F no. So confirmed Stronger Together is in System Update. The next card that's been saved, there's a little thing here about alternative trash. So cards like Imp don't have explicit timing on when their abilities can be used. So we solve Bioroids by defining them as paid abilities. In the same way, Imp's now changed to access, hosted virus counter, trash card you're accessing. It's a minor change, but again, I think it just cleans things up a little bit. Again, I like this one. I like this one. And confirmed, very important here, I think, Brandon. Imp is staying in System Update.
Yes. Man, I just fall more and more in love with Imp all the time. So I'm glad.
Yeah. Let me just tell you about the art on this, because I think this is my favourite piece of art of today, although there's some other strong pieces. Imp, it's kind of like a jack-o'-lantern dude. He might be in like an electric chair. He might be a bit of like a spooky ghost. He's got a pumpkin head, Brandon. He's got a pumpkin head. It's like it's on fire and it swells. It's very cool, man. It's really cool art. Krembler again, right? I've obviously got a style, and the flavor text here. Just don't let it bounce back up the feed to your rig. Cheeky imp.
That's one hell of a virus.
Yeah, man. I think it's going to be pretty key. It's going to be pretty crucial if decks are going a bit faster. Trashing your sands and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm glad to see it. And then the last one, rearranging the run. So Giordano Memorial Field is the example they use. Whenever there's a successful run on this server, end the run unless the runner pays 2 credits for each gender. If a run ends because of this upgrade, the runner still reaches the successful run trigger. When designing upgrades, we'd rather avoid this. So the corp should be able to play Seesaws if the runner runs Giordano. The
Got
run's
it.
successful, yeah, and then you end it if the runner pays 2 credits. And what they're saying is, look, we'd probably rather not have to write cards this way, but the ones that we've got, it just explains that kind of difficult timing window there.
Got it.
Yeah, just a little bit of clarification, which I think is nice, and I think it's got to bear in mind. There's been some mixed opinions on the rules changes, and there's some things I like and things I don't like, and I'm happy to say what I like and what I don't. I hope I have. But I do think the rules have generally speaking tightened things up, made them more approachable.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of a little bit more self-explanatory. I know there's quite a lot for you to take in there, Brandon. Any thoughts there?
No, like, I mean, I couldn't really say it better myself. I mean, yeah, like making things more self-explanatory can only help. As I said, like for the most part, most of that seems real solid.
Yeah.
And yeah, as we continue to grow the game, make the game better, and get new people into the game, this can only help. So
yeah, absolutely. And it's just been nice to see so many people already this scoop season jumping in onto the Green Level Clearance Discord. If you're not there already, the link's in my channel somewhere over that side, I think, for you. Brandon, let's go back to the Jailbreak before we finish up today. Jailbreak.
Okay.
0 credits. Run HQ or R&D. If successful, draw 1 card. When you breach the attack server, access 1 additional card. Where do you see this played?
I mean, like I think you mentioned it. You know, you can Adam, maybe in Sunny
with DreamNet.
DreamNet, but also like if you wanted to do like a Black Hat sort of thing.
Yeah. Anacam. Keith Thyke in the chat has just said Anacam and Jailbreak. Suddenly that is run HQ R&D if successful, draw 2 cards and access 1 additional card. That's a massive shout.
It feels pretty good.
Feels pretty good. I think there's options there. The Discord link, I think. Sorry, Koga. I think it's just to the right. Otherwise, I'll ping you a message. I'll put something in the description of the video a bit later as well. If anyone can post a GLC link in the chat, that would be wonderful. Thank you. Sorry, Brandon. Sorry to cut you off, mate.
Oh no, it's all good. Yeah, I just think it's just pretty solid card. I'm curious to see when people play it, like how much they play it, like how many copies. And yeah, like, but I think what we mentioned is probably good. I mean, maybe we're missing something.
As a little segue, I was talking to my friends. A little segue just before we shoot off today. Let me try and work out how we escape this. No, I think we're stuck in this window forever. There we go. Right. I was speaking to my friend Ian Gallagher, aka Algebraic Netrunner. By the way, excellent. Has an excellent blog, which he's restarted for spoiler season. Details here, Algebraic Netrunner. If you search for it, you'll see the dates he's releasing articles. And we were chatting, and he said he might even drop Turning Wheel in Adam for this, and get the extra. Really, you run 2 Turning Wheels in Adam currently. You get 2 extra influence back. It's an interesting idea. I do think it's found a home in Adam. But we have to see what other cards come out in Gateway. I mean, maybe there's going to be some super synergy with the elusive neutral runner ID. Imagine a neutral runner ID.
The hype is real.
Yeah, the hype's real. Brandon, do you know what? I like competition. For those of you like yourself that didn't join yesterday, I did announce a small competition I'm running, Brandon. Just over the next few weeks, while I'm streaming every day, got a small giveaway. I'd like to see a little piece of art, maybe a poem, a song, some writing, maybe a drawing, maybe a bake, even, or maybe like an artistic dance. Imagine! Can you imagine, Brandon, if I got an artistic dance? How wonderful that would be! Sansan City Grid, the musical. So yeah,
where can I buy tickets?
Oh, you know what? That'd be wonderful. So I'm going to do a little giveaway. Send stuff, all the information on the competitions in the Green Level Clearance Discord. Go there, send me a private message, whatever you want to do. Throw it through my window if you want to do that. And give away. I've got 3 copies of House of Knives. Great for beginners, great for new players starting your Alt Arts collection. As second runner-up prize. First runner-up prize, I've got 3 copies of Alt Art Security Nexus. Security Nexus possibly going to be replaced by Pantograph. I had Captain Nice on yesterday. We were talking about Sunny. It was a lovely, lovely chat with them. It was very nice. And for first, not runner-up, we've got one of my own playmats, which I've got half the name of now. It's called A Something Revised, and it's the box art from Revised Core.
Right.
As a playmat, and so I'll be giving that away to the winner of the kind of the artistic competition that I'm running. Is this the part, Jen Hammy? Is this the part where we all need to go and buy more arms? Someone suggested Pantograph. The picture of it is kind of like Dr. Octavius, where there's lots of mechanical arms coming out, and someone suggested cosplaying Pantograph might be a good idea. Brandon, do you know what? We should do a podcast sometime, shouldn't we?
Yeah, I think so. I think that'd be a great idea.
So. You think so? You don't worry I'd be stealing you from your Canadian brothers, do you?
No. I mean, I know where home is. I know my way back.
Yeah. Food for thought. I mean, Britain's invaded Canada once before, hasn't it? Something to consider. Listen, everyone, thanks ever so much for joining us this evening. I'll be back on tomorrow at 9 p.m. Hope you're all enjoying spoiler season as much as I am. Brandon, always a pleasure to talk to you, mate. I'll catch you at the end of the stream. Take care, everyone.
Thanks.
I've been Ed. Have a good night.